Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Hello, everybody.
Here we are, yes.
Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year, yes.
For all of those that we didn't, caught on time, because there was 12 o'clock somewhere, when we were having our New Year's show, but we didn't catch everybody.
Somewhere there in the middle of the Pacific, I think, or the middle of the Atlantic.
Was it England?
It was. Well, no, because we didn't set well.
Actually, 9 o'clock was
Yes.
somewhere over the Atlantic. But anyway, we hope you're all doing well. We're happy to have a show again. It was great to have Benjamin Barker last time.
Wonderful, what a wonderful guy.
He's just one of the best guys out there. He's just wonderful. We just hope he can. He wants to be a full-time musician in his life. Doing composing, doing all kinds of things. And
well, he's smart enough that he's gone to college and he's going to be graduating soon with a business degree.
Well,
so that's yeah. None of us did that.
And he's doing all that beside his playing,
Yes.
which takes up most of his time, so.
And Jody, you're a full-time welder now. And tonight we got Melissa helping us out. Sarah's on the road with her family, and so Melissa's here. And how you doing, Melissa?
I'm good. How's everybody out there?
Everything's fine. So
this is great.
This is great to have you. Is that the button right? Yeah, you got it. All right. So I think we're going to start off with a few requests that we had that we couldn't play on the last show. One of them was Round and Round. People asked, or When I'm Dead, My Dearest. And that's a set that we do, so we're just gonna jump right into it.
Oh, it's gonna be
nice.
It's gonna be tough, yeah.
I love that set.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Yeah. Lights in the city shine brighter at each step he's taken tonight. Reflections of laughter and colors on wet cobblestone. Someone is singing a song with words that won't rhyme, leading him into a world he's been longing to find. And round and round and round, and round and round and round and round and round and round we go. Nobody noticed him stealing away from the nursing home right after dark. He didn't plan it, it just seemed to happen that way. Now music is playing, his friends all welcome him in. Voices whispering, come let me hold you again. And round and round and round, and round and round and round, and round and round and round southern Missouri. She tries to come home once a year. heart that she wrote him for Christmas still taped to the wall. Sits by his bedside till dawn, just holding his hand. Turns up the night light as she steps out into the hall. And round and round and round, 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 and round and round and round. I'm dead, my dearest, sing no sad songs for me. Plant no roses at my head, no shady cypress tree. Be the green grass above me, with showers and dewdrops wet. If you will, sweetheart, remember, and if you will, sweetheart, forget. shall not see the shadows, I shall not feel the rain, I shall not hear the nightingale sing on as if in pain, and dreaming through the twilight that does not rise nor set, happily I'll remember, and happily I'll forget. When I'm dead, my dearest, sing no sad songs for me.
While playing, I remembered all these. I remember quite a few places where we played it.
But you remember the first place where we played it?
I remember it. I remember it. And tell me what you.
It was in Redmond, Oregon. When we played the Wintergrass Festival, we put it together in the hotel room upstairs.
Yeah, the individual pieces.
Yes,
Yes.
well, that's
set.
why we
The
put the
first
set
time we played
together.
it,
Yes.
But my
Yeah.
dearest, when we practiced this, when we were in outside of Cloten, when we rehearsed for the Jeff musical.
Yes.
And you had Annie, the dog, just on the leash there, and doing the
She was maybe 4 months old.
Yes,
So she was just
everybody, all
cute.
the dancers, there were all these dancers, and they were
Yes,
all
I
adoring that
remember.
dog.
Of course.
So the
Oh, yeah,
producer
but
had to say, "Stop messing with this dog," come
What's,
and dance.
I mean, what's better than a young Bernese Mountain Dog? They use them here in the advertisements too a lot, in the snow and stuff. So yeah.
But I just remembered how we played it in the Ark, up in Ann Arbor places, and it just sounds great when you play along, not play along, when we can play it with you, together. That just sounds great with these percussions. We had two fabulous shows, really, I have to say. Fabulous, not because we played that great. No, we did. We played fun. We had a good time. But ISIS was a lot of fun. There were a lot of folks, and we just had a beautiful, beautiful
It was great atmosphere.
It was.
It was a great atmosphere.
It really was. It felt really good, to play for people. And it's like when you go to a country where the driving is on the left side of the road, it feels very weird. You get a rental car and the steering wheel is on
It's
the
on the wrong side, and the stick
and
shift's
instead
on
of
the wrong
using
side,
instead of using the blinker, you're using
the windshield wiper.
windshield wiper and all kinds of things. And then you drive into roundabouts.
Oh,
and
those
you
are
really have
always-
to, and you really have to think about it. But the thing is, I usually drive in England, right?
Yes, you
And
do.
so
Thank you.
And we're just sitting there screaming.
they're praying and screaming. No, it's like, Jens, watch out. I'm watching out, Jens. And then I'm driving, we're usually very tired, but then we're driving. And then it's all good. But it really becomes tricky when you come home.
Yes.
Because then it's not just
gotta
one
switch
step,
your
you got to
brain back.
switch two's back.
Yes.
And that's actually similar to the feeling when we play for people again. We had to get used to, just playing for camera, and that was just one way. And now playing for some people again,
It's
and
a
then coming
different
back
feeling.
to the camera.
You got to put your brain back into
it's
people
interesting
mode.
to say the least. But we had a request for a little piece of music that we want to
Yeah.
just get out of the way. right now. I think.
Get out of the way.
Well, yeah, because we had so many requests for it, and we haven't played it in a while, and it's called "Beautiful Nothing," and I think we're just gonna do that right now. I'm not and tell the whole story why this was written, but actually, I once read a quote, that the silence, is really the opposite of music. Any sound. That's like a canvas, for musicians to paint on. Is that silence, and also a lot of the inspiration I get to write music comes out of being quiet, which sometimes isn't that easy. But we just wanted to demonstrate that it's not hard. You don't have to play a lot of notes to play actually nice music. That's why we call it Beautiful Nothing.
Time to breathe again.
Time to breathe again, yes. Yes. Yeah, I still like playing this.
I love playing this.
It's a good beginning for the year. You know, we got so many things coming up that we're going to be speeding around. Like on Friday, we're going to go to the airport and see if we can fly to Phoenix, Arizona, and play over there. And
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to play the MIM.
yes,
That's
going
one
to
of
be a lot
my
of
favorite
fun.
places to
And
play.
you know, with the help of our friend Elum, we're able to go out there now and play the MIM. And it's going to be fantastic. Just, you know, I mean, it's, you know, we go out there for one show. We'll fly out there
Yeah.
and play one show. And we hope that you know, if you're anywhere close to Scottsdale, that you come see us. You know, if you're up in Flagstaff, you know, take a drive down, come see us at the MIM. It's a wonderful, what a concert hall that is.
That's one of my favorite places to play, really.
It
because
really
it's
is.
always, I mean, as many times as we've been there, you can only see a portion of it every time we're there. So, you know, it's like eating a big cake. You got to take little bites at a time.
Well, the last time we were there, they had this beautiful guitar exhibition of the history of the electric guitar.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, the
Yes.
MIM is the Musical Instrument Museum
Of America, yeah,
of
really.
America. So, and it's fantastic. It's unbelievable. If you've never seen it,
It's a stunning
make it a
show.
bucket list thing, because it's really something. If you're a musician, you want to do Leaving London.
Yeah, let's see if I can remember all this. Yes, Leaving London was one of my favorite tunes on the first record that Doc did after Merle had passed away on that first record. You know, and we played it with Jerry Douglas on the big stage once. You remember?
I remember that.
Yeah, it was just
yeah,
amazing
it's
because
beautiful.
we don't have no Jerry Douglas here today, but
Unfortunately.
But we got Joe
but
Lansbury.
and we got Jody.
Oh,
Yes, absolutely wonderful. Let's see if we can do this, okay? There's a dark and rolling sea between my love and me as I drive through this cold, lonesome town. As I wished for a better day, I need a place to stay. If it's just a floor to spread my blanket down. If I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my own true love again. Off and on I'd change my shirt just to wash away the dirt. Then it's over to American Express. But not a letter do I find. She didn't even drop a line, even though she has my forwarded address. And if I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my own true love again. Last night the troubadour was so full they barred the door, and I sang a song that I knew she loved so well. And it wouldn't take me long to make up another song of a long and a lonesome farewell. If I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my own true love again. spread my blanket on the floor, feeling like a man in the cell. When sleep finally comes to me, I drift across the sea to the loving arms of the girl I love so. And if I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my own true love again. And I'd fly to my own true love again.
That was Monica Shepherd's favorite song.
Oh yeah, and a lot of other people's too.
lot of people's,
I think it's an old Tom Paxton song.
It is. And I think Doc Watson wrote one of the verses.
Yes.
The last verse.
I think the last one,
the very last verse with the
blanket on the
blanket
floor,
on the
wasn't
floor,
that?
yeah, I
right?
think
I think
Maybe the Troubadour was his. I don't even know the original version. I have to be honest with you. You know, so
right.
that's just the song that how I learned it from that Doc Watson record, like dozens of others.
Yes, exactly. Hey, how about 16 tons? You want to do
Oh, you sure?
Speaking
Yes.
of old tunes.
Why not? I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
16
we
tons,
we have this list here, and you know, some people were asking why we're not, you know, putting the titles in anymore before we play them, and that used to be, you know, when we had the set lists really just set, and then Melissa would prepare all these little titles, and then she would swipe them in, and now. We don't because we're not really sure if we're going to play it or not, and then and so we quit doing that.
We make up our set lists more on the spot
Pretty
with
much,
the songs.
pretty much just a few minutes before we're on the air, we decide
But we have
what
a
are we going to
friend.
play today.
We have a friend. What's his name? You know, who puts all these
Martin. Yeah.
Martin.
He has a
Catalogs.
database.
Database.
He
yeah,
takes
sorry.
every show and tags every tune, and then you can go on his little website and there are all the tunes that we have. It's like 600 different tunes, and
What is the website?
we have to post that. You know,
We're going to post the website on Facebook, so you can visit his website and you can see where all these tunes are.
and he has a new feature now where you can put in your favorites. You know, so that we can,
okay.
yeah, so we're going to see what that's gonna do. You know,
So his name is Martin, and it's like your second name, right? Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
Martin.
Kruger.
Yeah. I was named after the
Guitar
guitars.
company.
yeah.
No.
Oh, you had
So
an
I mean,
Martin too,
16 tons. You know, I mean, over Christmas I had a little too much time, of course, and you know, I did the mistake that I watched some YouTube videos of Julian Lage. It's just you know, if something is discouraging for a guitar player is to watch this guy. Yeah. Let's do this thing. Let's see if I can remember this. But you know, it's sort of like I'm very self-conscious right now. So. Some people say a man is made out of mud. Poor man made of muscle and blood and skin and bone. With a white that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, I can't go. I haul my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain, fighting and trouble over my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake of an old mama light. No high-toned woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, I can't go. I haul my soul to the company store. Woke up one morning when the sun didn't shine. Picked up my old shovel, I walked down to the mine. Loaded 16 tons, number 9 coat, and the store boss said, God bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me? I can go high on my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right don't get you down, the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me? I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. The company store. The company store.
That was half wild.
That wasn't wild at all. That was
Tame. That was tame compared to some of our versions.
Yes, because sometimes it would go and do double time.
Oh yeah, I tried.
It's like 1, 2,
32 tons. Yeah, come on. It's insane. No, it's too late.
There was a
for
reason
this.
we didn't do it.
Too late. Oh, no, of course. Yes. What do you say on the internets, on the interwebs? Are there people on the interweb watching?
Yeah, there's people on the interwebs watching.
On the interweb. We have them here in Wilkesboro, so I'm so happy.
Jim
we
Wilson
didn't used
just
to
said
have
he
them.
owes his soul to the Kruger brothers.
Who?
Jim Wilson. Hey, Jim.
Wilson or Walton?
No, Wilson.
Yeah, Jim, well, okay.
Unless my glasses are failing me.
Ladybug went up my nose.
A ladybug went up your nose. That's supposed to be good luck, Jody.
Disgusting.
What? You got a ladybug? You snorted a ladybug?
Oh, it's a new kind of. Yeah, never mind.
Well,
It's a new
We
kind
used
of
to do that in
high.
New York way back when.
It's a new kind of high.
licking frogs and snorting
Snorting
ladybugs.
ladybugs.
Oh my God!
You get arrested for that.
You got to back out.
I got it out.
Good.
Hope so. It
Made
laid
a
all its
nest,
eggs
made
in
a
there
nest.
now.
They used to tell us, when we were children, if you eat the seeds of apples, you
Yes,
have
they
little,
told us that too.
you have little trees growing in your stomach.
Yeah.
And if you don't clean your ears, you have trees growing out of your ears. Did they tell
No,
you
we
that?
didn't get that one.
Yes, you should see that in the mirror.
No, I want to thank you. We had a lot of very generous donations, for the last show. We really want to thank you. It helps us a lot. It was very, very kind. Very, very kind.
And for the whole last year.
And of course, the whole last year. But we said that, you know how much we appreciate it, because without your help, you know, we wouldn't be sitting here. But it's really great. I want to thank you. A special thanks, you know, to everybody. We had a request. I think the first request on the page, you know, on what was the last one or something. Somebody asked for a tune. City of New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, you know, and and we said, well, let's do that this time.
Are you sure? Yeah, City of New Orleans.
Yes.
City of New Orleans. Riding on the City of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail.
cars.
15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, train pulled out of Kankakee, rolls along past houses, farms and fields, passing trains that have no names, yards full of old gray men, and the graveyards of them rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the City of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles until the day is done. I just remembered Carlo Maya. I'm dealing cards with the old men in the club car. There's a penny a point, but no one's keeping score. See, won't you pass the paper bag that holds the bottle? You can feel the wheels rumbling beneath the floor, and the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. And mothers with their babes asleep, they're rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all that they can feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the City of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles until the day is done. Cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home and we'll be there by morning, through the Mississippi darkness rolling down to the sea. And all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. The steel rails still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his song again. Passengers will please refrain. This train's got to disappear in railroad blue. Good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the City of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles until the day is done. I'm sorry to mess this up. It was really
You didn't
horrible.
mess it
I
up.
messed it up.
Ah, come on.
Totally.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay.
Humbug.
It was a.
Humbug.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to revisit these old songs once in a while, you know.
Because it's like. It's like.
What was that? Farewell Blues or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Not
There's
really.
this lick that Earl Scruggs played. And then they once asked him, "How did you come up with that lick?" He said, "I just got lost. I didn't know how to get out of it. And I just somehow made it." And then I had to then he said he had to relearn it. He was trying to learn because people were asking for that lick, you know. Anyway, so that's a good number.
That was another request I remember. Wind in the Wheat.
Wind in the Wheat, yeah, was a request. And we once played in Tampa, you know, when we just got here, and we were very serious about all these radio interviews, you know. Charlie Early.
Yep.
I hope he's doing well, you know, with
Charlie's
Christine
doing
and
well.
everybody. You know, sometimes you hear
Facebook
about.
buddies. I see.
Let me tell you all about Charlie Early.
Oh.
A little
No,
bit.
not
Don't tell them
all.
all about it.
No, but Charlie Early, we met him one day. I got a phone call in Switzerland. He said, I'm an American. I'm from Virginia. I'm recording an album. I need some banjo on the recording. I said, well, yeah, you called me.
You called the right guy.
I don't know if you called the right guy. You know, then I drove to Basel where he was in the studio, and I recorded, you know, some tracks, you know, for his album. And I got to know him. He was a real nice fella. He was an architect, actually, by trade, you know. Yeah. And then we became friends quickly, and he said, well, I have lots of time on my hand, you know, and so we started. So he said, well, I could organize some gigs for you, you know, in Switzerland. So he started to organize some gigs. Then we had the invitation to go to Merlefest in 1997.
That was 97, yeah.
And he said, for me, that's no problem, you know, to correspond with America and put together, you know, some concerts, you know, after that. And so he did, and he sort of became our manager. Interesting, you know, sort of a very interesting pathway. And he started to organize all these monstrous tours for us. I mean, they were brilliantly organized. You know, all these radio show in the morning, some interview in the afternoon. You know,
early morning TV, radio show afternoon, and then the current performance at night.
And we did, and you know, I remember that we had, you know, like 36 or 34 performances in 1 month.
Yeah.
Right? And we would sleep, you know, sometimes we would be in a van driving around, Charlie, Philip, Zannon, you know, doing sound, us three, and we would sometimes just go into a hotel room, you know, that we had rooms. Just take a shower, change, and then sleep in the van on the way to the next concert, right? And so we would do all kinds of crazy things. And then one day we were scheduled to play at the Festival of Bluegrass in Louisville, Lexington, Kentucky, and Lexington. And then so Charlie said our rental van was quite dirty. So he had the idea while we were still sleeping, he's gonna clean up that van and make it look really good.
It was his birthday.
So when we drive into the festival, that the van is clean, you know, it doesn't look like we've been on the road forever. And so he went and we got out of the hotel, and Charlie was standing there, and he was very upset. I said, Charlie, what happened? And he said, look at the van. And both side mirrors were ripped off, you know. Because he went into this car wash where he pulls you.
The gas station car wash.
And he forgot to pull the mirrors in, and he said it was the most horrific thing. He was sitting in the car, and it just wasn't, the process wasn't to stop. And these side things just pulled both mirrors off, you know, plumb off. They were just hanging down. It looked like Terminator hands, you know. It was really something. I said, Charlie, it's okay. It doesn't really. But we had great times with Charlie. He organized also. He was instrumental. I want to just mention him a little bit, you know, because he was so helping us so much for so many years. He was also instrumental in getting us, you know, the composition with the Bangor Symphony Orchestra.
Music from the Spring with the Bangor Symphony.
You know, and that was really, he invited the people, you know, in charge. Susan, Jonathan was there, you know, and all these, Shaoluli, the conductor, and they had, you know, put all that trust in me that I could write all that. And Charlie was very instrumental in our lives, you know, in the career in America. I just wanted to mention that for a second. And Charlie liked Wind in the Weed.
Well, but it all comes around to that. We were talking about the radio.
Yeah, he organized the radio show. And we're always trying to be so correct at the radio shows and trying to be so nice and polite, you know, and as we are. And there's this radio host, and he's quite cocky. He's like, yeah, these guys from Switzerland, blah, blah, blah. And he wasn't really nice at all. And then he looked at us, so what is that tune you're going to play? Wind in the Weed. Okay, so what inspired you to write Wind in the Weed? And we were like, really? You're asking us this question? And then he really realized that he put himself in a
little bit of a tight spot.
Yes, but you know, and it was just
things happen.
It was just funny, you know, because then he became really nice.
Yeah. Well, that was really good news last week. I got an email from Booth Bay Harbour, and they're looking to get us back up there. Up to Maine.
Yes.
Sometimes this summer. So that's
Come to Jody.
Yeah.
I think Jody is also playing with us at Rocky Grass.
Oh, that's going to be great. Yeah.
It's 29th or 30th of July. Something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, let's play some Wind in the Weed, huh? never happened to me.
Yeah.
I just want to play. Anyway, that's okay.
That's a good tune.
It is.
Yes.
It's
I always
old.
like that. Yeah. It's old, ancient.
Actually,
Just like
I wrote it. I wrote it for the for my first solo album, Days in the Field.
And I was so proud when I came out.
Yeah.
And I found this little figure there because it just.
Yeah, there's all these little things, that we worked on until we could, play them for people. Sometimes people think that music, you have a talent and then you just play it, and for some things that's maybe true, but Doc Watson, he once told us, we were sitting together and he said, it takes me a long time to come up with something that's worth playing for people, and I thought that was such a profound statement, And it just takes a long time, that it seems like it's effortless. And when you wonder about Jody, have you wondered about Jody? He's got a real job and he's got a
Family.
family. That's got a thousand things to do. And how can he play drums so well? Well, the thing is, Jody was always fascinated with drums ever since he was a kid. And in school, of course, there was also Josh Day, who played also drums. So he was always fascinated with drums. So when we met Jody, he, in his basement, he's got all these drum kits. I don't know, how many drums kits do you have?
6 or 7.
Your wife is here. You maybe have to.
How
How many do you really have? Okay, you're showing fingers.
And
I can't
none,
see his
none,
hands.
You can see his hands because he got the camera on him.
and none of them
fingers
cost
is he
more than
holding up?
$300.
No,
Yeah.
they were all off price, and they were all. But he would sit, not just buy stuff. He would sit in the evening, put on his favorite, come home from work, put on his favorite CDs, and then play on with them for hours. And he knows all these things, and for years and years of practice, And then he's played with some amazing bands, like Darren and Brooke Aldridge. Played also with Billy G and had all kinds of formations that he played with. Never toured much,
But this music, as far as the cool thing about it is you guys have left a part of the canvas open for me to add what I want to try to not distract from what, I guess if we're talking metaphorically, what the picture is. But I've had that freedom to do it. But it's also, it's pretty, there's a lot of pressure though to try to put something in that fits that doesn't overrun what you guys, and there's a lot of trust that you let me do that.
Well, yeah, and we talked a lot and we played a lot just to sort of let it grow organically, together, not just, sort of get the feel, of
And I've
music.
listened to this music as far as Kruger Brothers. I'm sure I've listened to Kruger Brothers music more in the past 15 years since we've been playing together. Well, 14 and a half years than any other music.
And it's, sometimes I think you know the tunes better than I do. Really. Listen, we got time for about one more.
Do we? Do Deep Ellum?
Yeah, sure. It's always fun to do, and it's a little rough around the edges. And
Well, we're having a plan, of going to Switzerland in February. We have a few shows here in January, but February we didn't have a single show in America, and so we said, well, why don't we go to Europe? And Martin Meyer is putting together, a little thing. We call it Wine and Dine. With the Kaisers, we're going to play, 5-6 shows. And
just a little bit is like a vacation.
No. And we're going to rehearse some new tunes, with the Kaisers. So that's going to be fun, over there. So we're trying to make best use of our time. So,
but we'll be back here next Wednesday.
next Wednesday we're here. Yes,
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'll be here.
Well, no, you're going to play with us in Arizona, Joel.
Yeah.
You'll be back here next week.
I hope so.
But
Yes,
you'll be here
but
next
you'll
week.
be here next week. Yeah, you're going to stay here, right? You're not going to leave.
I'll just wait for you guys.
Okay, folks. Thank you so much for listening in again, and
Thank you all.
and sticking it out with us. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa, for joining in.
Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama. your daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Once I had a girlfriend and she meant the world to me. She went down to deep Elum, she ain't what she used to be. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got the deep Elum blues. And once I knew a preacher, he preached the Bible through and through. He went down to deep Elum, his preaching days are through. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama, Daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama, Daddy's got the deep Elum blues. Oh, sweet mama, Daddy's got the deep Elum blues.
Well,
Sometimes you gotta have fun.
Good night, y'all.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.